The 99th running of the Indianapolis 500 is this Saturday afternoon, and out there right now is our friend Crash Gladys of the Speed Freaks, at Crash Gladys, at Speed Freaks on Twitter. And Crash, this is the 99th running of the Indianapolis 500. If you've been doing something 99 times, obviously you're doing it right, I guess, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And actually, if we want to really get down to numbers, 2011 was the first Indy 500, so we're past the 100-year mark in that regard. They just actually had to shut the race down. They shut the track down for a couple of years for World War I and a year or two, I think, for World War II. So that's phenomenal. So this is the 99th running, but it's like the 104th year already. It's crazy.
The big thing I'm seeing as I watch the news this week is that all the drivers are up in arms. The danger, what is it, like 5 crashes so far this week?
Yeah, it's been an interesting week. Now, there are a lot of people up in arms just because the crashes have been so spectacular looking. I mean, you see cars flying in the air, that looks pretty dangerous. And these are cars driving at speed faster than what jet airliners take off at. But the bottom line is this, guys. It's been happening. Crashes, spectacular crashes, have been happening in Indianapolis for decades. This week, why it's getting more attention than normal, I think is because of the fact that we are seeing more airborne than normal, and also because the aero kits for the car this year are brand new, and they've only had a couple of weeks with this aero kit.
All right, Crash, speaking of those drivers, who's winning this thing? Let's go. Tell me.
Woo!
Ooh, it's always hard to go against Chip Ganassi Racing and Team Penske. My God, I think Roger Penske has, 14 wins at Indianapolis? It's insane. Elio Castroneves has 3 wins at Indy. He drives for Team Penske. I can't pick. Let me just go out there on a limb and say, and this really isn't on a limb, it's a Team Penske driver.
Do it.
But nobody's really talking about him as much as the others. Simon Pagenaud. There we go.
Perfect. On record. I'll tweet it. It'll be out there. You can't go back. Don't worry about that. Crash Gladys of the Speed
He's
Freaks.
Frenchman. He drinks French wine.
Oui.
Celebrates very well in Victory Day.
Ah, very nice. Party. By the way, speaking of parties, this is the 99th running of the Indianapolis 500 going on this Sunday. And Crash, Levack and I had the privilege of partying with you and Kenny at the Super Bowl in Phoenix. We know how you guys get down. So can you tell us?
I don't remember how they get down. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's a good point by itself. And so when we talk about the Indianapolis 500, what kind of event is it? Paint the picture for us outside of the race itself on Sunday. Party-wise, the party scene, what is it like out there?
Oh, my. It is a massive party. It's the best place for people watching. You see more beer guts here than you see anywhere else in the world. You see more bolt-on babes. Babes was just, show us your tea is basically one of the big phrases that's been at the Indy 500 for the past 4 decades. So you see women lifting their tops all over the place. It's kind of like New Orleans with beads. It's crazy.
Gosh, I don't get it. How can there be so much insanity around a race that the driver celebrates by drinking milk, for Pete's sake?
I know, right? I think they have to spike the milk. I mean, it's got to be a white Russian, and we're fooled, and we think it's milk. I don't get it. But trust me, the parties after the race, yeah, you typically see the Indy 500 driver or the Indy 500 winner getting, pretty happy after the race.
Any celebrity sightings this week as you guys have been at parties going, what is that guy doing here?
Tonight, Friday night, we're going to see, today's Carb Day. This is when everybody starts to come in. The weekend is on. The big parties are going. Adam Carolla's throwing a big party tonight. David Letterman, my God, he's been in the news so big this week with his retirement. He's a co-owner of a team. He never misses the Indy 500. And then, of course, Brady Bunch mom, Florence Henderson, she also never misses. And did you guys hear the recent story about her, how she came out in her book talking about how she got crabs from the New York mayor? Crazy.
What the? No, I haven't heard that. That's our state, too. I feel like we should be all over this.
Just Google it.
Crash Gladys of the Speed Freaks, Kenny and Crash. You can check them out on Twitter at Speed Freaks, at Crash Gladys. Crash, we'll be checking out you and Kenny all weekend long with our Indianapolis 500 coverage. Love you, baby. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great weekend.
You got it. Thank you, guys. I'll be sure to get some good picks up there for you.